Hello there, I'm Alicia Malone. Thanks for being with us here on TCM. Director Alfred Hitchcock was called the master of suspense for good reason. His films are tense, psychological, sometimes voyeuristic, and always unnerving. And among his vast filmography of thrillers, our next movie is consistently listed as one of his scariest, which is all the more remarkable because the menace in the plot comes from an ordinary creature that most of us see in our lives every day. From 1963, it's The Birds. This is based on a short story by Daphne du Maurier and marked the third time Hitchcock had adapted the author's work, following Jamaica Inn in 1939 and Rebecca in 1940. Hitchcock read this story just once before quickly securing the rights because it fit right into his specialty of finding terror in unexpected places. The Birds stars Tippi Hedren as a woman who meets a lawyer, played by Rod Taylor, and then comes to see him in his coastal California hometown. Soon, the town is visited by dozens, then hundreds, then thousands of birds, all with a vengeance. Now, Hitchcock was famous for his use of storyboards for each camera setup on his films, but here he took it a step further. The technical specifications, special effects, and all the live birds required that each and every shot of the film had its own storyboard. According to the book Hitch by John Russell Taylor, when talking about these setups, Hitchcock never asked, "Can it be done?" He simply gave each storyboard to his team and let them figure it out. As for the birds, the director was once asked how he was able to get them to do exactly what he needed for the film. His reply, "I paid them well." Here's the film from 1963, also with Jessica Tandy and Suzanne Pleshette, The Birds. When Tippi Hedren first read the script for The Birds, she had a few questions for director Alfred Hitchcock. One was about the scene in the boarded-up house. Given what had happened to everyone in the town, she asked, "Why would I go up those stairs alone?" He replied, "Because I tell you to." It's been well documented that Hitchcock had a complicated relationship with many of the actresses in his films, and that was probably never truer than with Tippi Hedren. She was put through absolute torture on this film, especially for that scene where she does walk up those stairs and is attacked by the birds. It took a week to film. All the birds were real. They were literally thrown at her, and some of them were even tied to her dress, attacking her for hours on end. When one bird's beak came dangerously close to her eye, she finally said she'd had enough. It took a full week for her to recover. She eventually got through it and miraculously agreed to work with Hitchcock again a year later on the 1964 film Marnie. Okay, I'll be back later for TCM Imports, but keep watching because up next, The Dude Abides. Ben Mankiewicz has a double feature starring Jeff Bridges, starting with a cult classic from the Coen brothers.
Next on TCM, The Big Lebowski, then The Fabulous Baker Boys, and later, The Cheat. TCM cooks the books tonight.